promised, Josh Pate is with us here along with Will and Taylor. And Josh, let's dive right into it. I asked this question yesterday, and I didn't feel like I got a satisfactorily definitive answer, so I'm asking it to you. In the last 2 weeks, we've seen very high-profile coaches fired. Billy Napier at Florida and James Franklin at Penn State. If a very high-profile coach were to be offered both of those jobs, which one does he take? Which is the more attractive opening, Florida or Penn State?
Well, if I'm the coach, I'm taking Florida. If I'm the generic coach in the blank there, I'm taking Florida because I need the best access to talent where I'm going to go anyway, which is the state of Florida. The money's good at both places. Facilities, I've been in both in the past 6 months. They're incredible. Infrastructure at Florida has come a long way. But I look at it, Greeny, I like warm weather, okay? I like the proximity to talent. So that's me. But you could have a guy who prefers the Northeast. You could have a guy whose wife has family in rural Pennsylvania and all these different unique ties. That's why it comes down to the candidate. I'd say more than not, the available candidate pool would probably lean Florida over Penn State, though.
Very, very quickly from the two of you guys, just in a vacuum, which is the more attractive opening in your mind, Penn State or Florida?
For me, as a Big Ten guy, I think it's Penn State. You have an opportunity to put yourself in the playoff every single year, and it seems like the road's a little bit easier with the AP poll every week.
What do you think?
Florida. You're going to save a program. Penn State, James Franklin just won 2 playoff games last year and got canned, so I'd take Florida.
Next stop, let's go to LSU. They're playing a monster game this weekend against Texas A&M. Not too many people expect them to win. It's gotten late early for Brian Kelly. In your mind, Josh, is he coaching for his job right now?
He's coaching for his job this season. I wouldn't circle this weekend. I would say this weekend, if they don't get the job done, there's a meeting in that building Sunday where some changes on his offensive staff are demanded. And then the question becomes, does Brian Kelly look around and say, I don't have to answer to anyone. This is my offensive staff. You do what you feel like you need to do. They've been woeful offensively down there. Unlike some of the changes on the other side of the ball that were probably made organizationally, he is responsible for the current offensive coordinator there, and it hasn't worked out, and he doesn't have a lot of equity built up with that fan base. They don't particularly feel him right now in the building. I don't think it's the best vibes right now. I could see, Greeny, this shifting very violently, but right now they're 5-2. It's not like a Florida situation. It's not off the rails. Mathematically, they're still in the playoff hunt, so it's like this no man's land of hot seat talk, but it's LSU, and it could go sideways very quickly.
All right, so let's start picking games, and we'll start with their game. You got Texas A&M, they're number 3 in the country, taking on LSU this weekend. Josh, who you got?
I'm going to take Texas A&M. LSU is in the 100 teens in rushing, and it's an obvious passing team. They've got the lowest play action rate in the SEC, by the way, because no one believes they can run the ball. And you've got a team that's top 10 pressure rate in the country coming in. And unlike some of these other teams where they've been able to mess around and still win, A&M can score, Greeny. Yeah, even against LSU, A&M will score. I don't know that LSU will score enough. I'm taking A&M.
I've got LSU strictly because of my policy. I always go the opposite direction if everyone is going one way. Quickly for the Bussin guys, is A&M the best team in the SEC? I've got people telling me that this week. Alabama's playing great. Is that the best team in the conference?
It's either or. Alabama and A&M, they're both playing incredible football. I like A&M here as well. I think LSU's been on fraud alert. They are frauds all season long. I think A&M beats them at LSU.
Yeah, LSU can't keep up with Texas A&M's offense. They watched the film from the Vanderbilt game, and A&M believes they can do better on offense. They have this similar team that can pass the ball better.
All right, next game is Missouri and Vanderbilt. Game day will be there on Saturday. Should be an incredible scene there. Josh, who you got? Vanderbilt and Missouri.
Game day's there, Greeny. The fall don't lie tour. Pate State fall don't lie tour is there as well. This is right in my backyard. I went Vandy last week against LSU. I am leaning Missouri this week. All right, on the surface, Missouri's facing the top 15 run defense in Vanderbilt. Who is Vanderbilt faced, though? South Carolina, Bama, LSU. Believe it or not, all those ground games are in the 100s. Missouri's got a top 10 rushing attack. I expect Ahmad Hardy to be a lot better this week than he has the past couple of weeks. And Missouri's already faced Jalen Daniels. They faced Jackson Arnold. They faced Lenore Sellers. None of them top 25 yards rushing. So Diego Pavia got all the respect in the world for him. I think Missouri will be ready. Missouri gets the win.
All right, let me get one more in. You see all the picks on the screen because I have a little surprise I have for you here.
Oh.
Quickly, Alabama and South Carolina. Get the picks up on the screen there. Josh, who you got?
Look, can South Carolina really go winless in their favorite month of the year? They've got to have this. I just ask, how can they score? I'm still going to take Alabama. I think it's a dangerous nightmare spot for Alabama. They've been up emotionally 4 weeks in a row. They know they got the bye week after this. It's one of those spots, Greeny. They're a double-digit road favorite. They've performed horribly under Kalen DeBoer in that spot. This is my national championship pick, so I'm trying to get the warning out ahead of time. Alabama wins by any means necessary.
Quickly, you're looking at an upset.
Yeah, the world will be in shambles if South Carolina can't win one game in Cocktober. This is Beamer ball written all over it. Defense has got to score touchdowns. Special teams has to score touchdowns. If time of possession is like 55 minutes, Alabama, I like the Cox in this one.
Well played. May I do a little throwback?
It's their mascot. It's their mascot.
So this is the week that Michigan plays Michigan State. That's a big week for Taylor Lewan. It always has been. Let's throw it back to this week in 2021.
Oh.
Michigan State is going to get donkeyed at home in East Lansing, whatever that podunk town is. They're going down. Michigan's going home, taking Paul Bunyan, and kindly, I'm not going to say the F word, but Michigan State. You know what I'm saying? Not going to say the F word, but Michigan State. Okay?
He's staying strong on that one.
Yeah, listen. Michigan's going to walk into East Lansing and they're going to dominate this week. All right, they're winning this. They're going to be up by 21 points. They're going to score again, and they're going to go for 2. I've already texted the correct people that I need to make sure that gets done. I did go 1-3 versus Michigan State. My senior year, we rushed for negative 48 rushing yards. So haters are already beat you to the punch. Eminem and myself on B-Rabbit. I will say, different football team, different cultures. East Lansing might no longer be a part of the country after this game.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch them walk